that
Greetings from somewhere. I am your host, Dillon. I am joined by Annie O'Ryan from What's This Game, the review girl from Who Are These Podcasts, any other things to plug real quickly before we get into the plugs later?
No, that's pretty much, I think you covered the big things that people know me from.
All right, cool. Thank you once again for joining me, and I do hope to be joining you on What Is This Game soon, and I had to drop out because I was Switch exclusive, madness going on in the house, so on and so forth, and I'm actually kind of glad I drug my feet on getting Civ 7. Civilization 7, apparently very similar to Civ 6, had a disastrous launch. I heard they just had a big patch, so I'm getting more in the mood to check out Civ patch 1 point whatever the hell it is.
I know this isn't really a game show, but it just baffles me whenever games are released in states like that, where it's just like, oh, okay, for example, chapter 1 doesn't work. We're just going to delete your save after an arbitrary point. You're falling through the map constantly. Like the launch for Assassin's Creed was bad to the point where my friend was just like, I'm just not going to play this, I guess. So, it just sucks that the state of the game industry.
And that is the day one patch. I was kind of late to the game of finding out the day one patch is a thing where we are shipping it incomplete. They're just going to be sitting around watching the screen for 60 minutes as they get the rest of the game that we were unable to ship.
What a nightmare.
But I do have a bunch of clips. I don't know if we're going to get to some of the video gaming stuff because I am jam-packed. Better to over-prepare than under-prepare. And I actually numbered them and named them this time. I was doing a strategy where I just had a big old pile, and that became a little overwhelming. Like Carl from Who Are These Podcasts? He does it very well, and I'm stealing his idea. I've actually got them numbered and everything. And that's how I know that number one, we're starting out with a thick girl. So I want to address the thumbnail of a clown gangbang that's about to happen. That went off the rails really quick. Oh, and before I forget, A. Smith last time gave a $2 super chat. Thank you for that. I missed it because you gave it before the show went off on the air, and sometimes they disappear, and I noticed it. Thank you, A. Smith, who will be checking this out when he can. And I might be getting new hours because I got a new job and it's hours that I really loved. I announced it. That's why I went to evenings. I'm getting off now. Getting off. Fuck yeah, Chippa. In the afternoon rather than at night. I'll just do my show at night. And I've got new hours. Nothing. Ooh. I made it 6 shifts. And that is a story for another day, because I prepared this show to talk about my terrible first date I had over the weekend, along with some speed dating from TikTok that I promised last week and didn't get to. So we're going to get to me walking out next week. We're going to... If you have any terrible dating stories that come to mind, feel free. Otherwise, we are jam-packed. And that's a little tease for what's coming up. Because first, we got our girl, Raven Grimm, who looks a lot like the clown in the thumbnail. I am a big fan of this lady. She used to be a fat gal, and she got this surgery, not just liposuction, but where they then inject the fat back into her ass. So this white girl with the
She
fat,
got a fat transplant?
yeah, it's a thing. She's open
Cool.
about it. She shared it on her channel. So this girl, I was looking at her like Jessica Rabbit. I was like, these body proportions are just ridiculous. And it's because she paid for these ridiculous body proportions, and I love it. And goth tattoo. So that's kind of a thing.
That doesn't knock any points off for sure.
I really enjoy that move. We've seen the gamer Plushie Nova with her titty. We've seen bodybuilders do it forever. The peck dance,
Like
the
little peck
titty
dance,
dance. Instead of having you don't even need to jump rope for us. Although Plushie Nova does do that, and unfortunately, I don't think she's in the show tonight, but she'll be in rotation coming up soon. And this is from Raven Grimm's shorts on YouTube, pretty much just straight through. It's her in different outfits, and I didn't want my thumbnail to be a lie, and I could just ogle Raven Grimm all day.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm not a huge fan of leather, but she pulls it off.
Oh, you're more of a Lacey fan?
I don't really have preferences. I'm very boring as a person.
That's right. I'm just a massive pervert who's ready to share all those types of things.
I'm down with anything, but like you asked me, well, like, oh, what do you want? I was like, I'll figure it out.
Not a specific type, all over the map. That is me. There is a lot of different types of gals. Tall ladies are something that I've just been like a white whale to me, like Moby Dick, because I'm 5'8". So I'm at a massive disadvantage. Those 6'1" gals, vast majority aren't gonna look at Joe Pesci over here and be like, okay, let's have a coffee. And by the way, do you know this cosplay? She does cosplay. I'm not sure if this is anime or a video game of what this cosplay is.
No, my like weebiness has like severely dropped off over the last like 5 to 10 years. I've really like, if an anime is really good, maybe I'll watch it. But for the most part, I'm like, oh, I don't know. There's like 150 billion ones that come out every year. I'm not gonna watch all of them, and I probably won't even watch one of them. So to answer your question, no, I don't know who she's cosplaying as, but she's doing a good job. I like her tattoos.
Matthew Hibner giving me a warning against tall women, saying they smell bad, and that's real talk. That's not him making some gags. I would like to do some research. There's a tall lesbian that just passed me up. I am so attracted to lesbians. God damn it.
Who isn't?
And it's not even like the super attractive ones. It's just the ones that it's like, you're part of the LGBTQ. Thank goodness you're the Q, because that means good old cisgendered male can get in there sometimes. Thank you, Nimrob, for gifting one Dillon from Somewhere membership. And we're going to have a bonus episode tomorrow morning, some more deleted scenes from TikTok around the clock. And especially since I don't have a job after 6 whole shifts. I did get a email to be a brand ambassador. So maybe we will be a brand ambassador. But for now, we're going to be a pervert.
I think you do that all the time, though. So, you know.
Yeah. It's a smaller piece of the pie when I'm not a pervert.
So I know the one tattoo is the girl from Addams Family. I'm pretty sure the other one is Sesshomaru from Inuyasha.
I have seen that word spelled. I wasn't even sure how to pronounce that Inuyasha until you just did.
Yeah, I think that's her Inuyasha's like femme older brother.
Look at that doctor-made ass. Money well spent. If you would like to
Hips
add,
for sure.
Do you have any
if you would like to add to your he-hive, Raven Grimm, as long as what you're doing to me fits into the kinks, I'm in. And just to let you know, gangbang yay, cucking nay. I got to be part of it. I'll be the bull. I'll be part of the action. I can't just watch. No me gusta.
That's too boring for you?
It's not boring. Like there's emotion in sex, and some people really get off on watching their partner get off, and they're fine with that. But no, you're doing it in front of me. Someone else is doing it in front of me, and I don't like that. I can help. Get me out of this cuck chair. I can help.
Do you have any ibuprofen? I got a headache.
And you know what? I don't think that 15-pound wig is worth it. I like Raven Grimm as her goth self. But then again, this is me.
Yeah, I mean, that particular wig wasn't great. I like her natural hair.
And all these songs in the background are a mix of Mr. Blue Sky's music. They would not pass snuff over on YouTube.
Imagine if there actually was two of them.
That's too much ass and titties. I think that's a lethal amount of ass and titties. As I'll take that overdose. I always said that out of anyone, but Belushi, he had the speedball. That's a fun way to go if you're gonna go. But an overdose of ass and titties, better way. Yeah, indeed. Luigi Greenberg gets what I'm talking about. Who wants to watch people eat cake? You want to eat cake too. Would you eat cake with George Wendt? I'm glad I caught that before moving on. Are you familiar with the television show Cheers?
By name. I know there's a
did you
character
ever see
named
the-
Norm.
He's Norm. I can't think of too much. He was in the horror movie House, and he was one of the bears, which is probably just out of your range of obscure Saturday Night Live type of. Oh, and that actually does plug over to what we're doing on Rumble tonight, season 2, episode 2 of the Norm Show. Unless I can't find it, we'll figure something out. I was supposed to have it queued up beforehand, and I don't. So, a gang that actually.
But that's not the same. That's Norm Macdonald, not Norm the character from Cheers, right? That's like different thing.
Correct. Making the lateral to a different Norm.
I don't know either of them other than name alone. I know who Norm Macdonald is, and I know who Norm from the character from Cheers is. I'm such a huge Norm guy. When I was a kid, he was always one of my top guys. So, could I? So we're assuming it's just 3 of us there. Like it's not a big room of lots of people eating cake. Because then, maybe there's multiple pieces of cake. There's multiple men eating the cake. You don't even need to be near George Wendt eating the same piece of cake. So we're going to pretend this scenario is just 3. And I have been offered this scenario within the past couple of years. And it's really bizarre, the fact that it was like, oh, a 3-way with your husband? Fuck yeah. Oh my God, that thing is so hideous. I'm not into guys, but something that ogreish and hideous next to me, I'm not going to be able to thrust inside of you. Can I be blindfolded during this? I didn't think that having too ugly a guy in a 3-way was going to be a thing. So, Nimrob, I don't think I can eat cake with George Wendt going through that. Okay, I think I get a metaphor now.
Could you eat cake with someone particularly big? Particularly big.
Probably not. No.
But apparently George Wendt fucks like a thoroughbred. There are some guys, the thick guys. Some of them have. Well, let's not get into my knowledge of how virile different guys are. I'm trying to make a
We don't
joke here.
talk about men now.
Yeah, I don't think I have a drop on my board where I shove myself back in the closet when I say things like that. Actually, I never made a clip. There's a few times I've dropped some bad ones like that I need to get out on the clips. But now let's ogle a lady, and so long to the gays.
Shut up, fag!
Thank you, Patrick Melton, for getting the gays away for us.
Do it again. Nice.
Okay, that nighty.
That's a great color.
It goes along with the gothic aesthetic. A raven type. Oh, that's her name. She probably chose the raven purple, black colors.
You are correct. Her body proportions are nuts.
It's like they tried to make Jessica Rabbit not quite human. So they'd be like, no, this part wasn't for a human. It was for a cartoon. And that's what I think of Raven Grimm. She is real life Jessica Rabbit who is updated for the goth aesthetic.
She definitely has the chest and the hips. Like, insane.
So I now cannot be said that our thumbnail is false advertising, because she looks, the clown lady on our couch in the thumbnail, she's a bit haggard. Raven Grimm has it going on. She had a couple in there where she didn't have makeup on, or she had very light makeup on. There's some of these social media ladies that'll trick you. Me without makeup, but it's still very light on. There's some ladies that put it on so thick that I think I'm attracted to them, and then I see them without for the first time and just. Ah!
I've been there. Yeah. Since we talk about dating here. Dating apps, just for me, 9 times out of 10, if their pictures are just like all filters, I'm not even giving you a shot. You're not even confident enough in your own face. Just next. Put at least one picture of your face, just please. That's all. I'm not asking for a lot.
I try to get as at least one full body and a bunch face, and I just deleted them and reinstalled them, and I'm being a super silly goose this time. I'm actually glad you mentioned that. I have a picture here of a message that I got from someone. Oh, actually, I don't have a picture of this one. I was being a silly goose over the weekend, and the lady immediately tapped out. She was a redhead with big titties and piercings, and but she said Happy Easter, and I sent back Happy Jesus and Bunnies Day, and I never heard back again. There's nothing I could do. At some point, something like that was going to come out of me.
I don't even get what the problem is there. You're just too corny. I don't know. Like, corny is. I like corny, so whatever. I don't know.
There was no response after that. I did keep sending one response each day for a couple of days. I updated my profile this morning. And I said, if you are triggered by a Tinder match asking you out on a first date to a public place, please swipe left. Certainly there is an agoraphobia app that some of you would rather be on. And after that is when she unmatched me. So, because that was exactly what happened. There was a different one this morning that I was like, we were talking about doing a horror movie show and tell. And I was like, oh, that's more like second, third day stuff. How about we talk about the first date? Are you free Thursday? The conversation wasn't there this morning. That was what I left off on last night. So
That's what I hate about the dating apps is like when they unmatch you and it's just like, okay, well, we're just going to silently remove your conversation and any hint that you ever match with this person. And we're going to gaslight you into being confused. Did you actually match with Danielle or not? Like, did you have a conversation with her? Who knows? Which app was that, by the way? I don't know.
The app, I have a picture here from which one of these views do I want to do? That one works out nicely. So we have Nikki here. She is not a clown girl. I covered up her face with our beautiful
Nice.
thumbnail clown lady. And what's really fun about Bumble, Bumble built its foundation on the fact that women initiate the conversation. And I've found so many where they match and they're waiting for you to start the conversation. They'll send you a sup. And how many profiles, guys, have you seen of ladies saying, say more than hi, say more than sup? And when they got the chance to lead the conversation,
they hit you with that.
it was that. So let's see what Nikki's opening move. That's what they've moved on to now, so that you can have a default. Oh, you're still too scared to say hello to your match. Just have us with this default question. Throw something out there. So her default question: what's something I wouldn't know from your profile? And my response: my blood type. Wait a minute.
Hold on a second. On
Yes.
Bumble, they can just send you like a generated message. They don't even have to like type something in. They can hit a
Yes.
button and just.
I have a
it's so
I have a
lazy.
generated I have a generated message. I didn't grab a screenshot of it, and I should have, because it's something along the lines of sample text. Please put your own original text here before you move on. So
They just sent the filler message. Insert text here.
Yeah, there is no filler message there. That doesn't exist. So I had to myself put in some sort of sample text and hit you over the head with a hammer that this is sample text, and I didn't write anything in. But anyone who uses the app knows this doesn't exist. He wrote that himself.
Clever.
See, I'm doing everything I can to be the silliest goose, and I would get some hits. I got some hits every once in a while in Los Angeles, but not out here. When I tell them that something they wouldn't know about my profile is my blood type. Wait a minute, I don't know my blood type. That's important. I should look that up. And she allowed that match to expire since she did not respond to that.
In her defense, what did you want her to respond to that?
I just wanted to be the silliest goose possible. I had no WTF,
No
haha. I guess. I guess that's what I wanted out of it was WTF, haha.
I also don't know my blood type, so that would have stumped me. I would have at least responded that. You know, I don't know mine either. Who know? I think only psychos know their own blood type.
Well, this is me bringing the blood type into the conversation. Which now, as I keep talking about blood in the first conversation with a Tinder match, yeah, maybe this is a red flag. Maybe this was a big old swing and a miss of trying to be wacky.
And now, in your defense, she spells her name with 2 capital letters, so you dodged a bullet on that.
Yep. That is not how you spell your name. Maybe her name is Nicole
Nike?
Kinnison. If her name is Nicole Kinnison, Nikki, then she can have a reason for spelling Nikki like that. But I am not the only one having some awkward. Actually, I guess now I'm just initiating the awkwardness. I'm not waiting for awkward to happen. I'm just coming out there with awkwardness and like, are you on board? I'm driving this bus. Get on or don't. That's the update to me swinging and missing. But as promised from last week, we have some awkward speed dating from TikTok. If TikTok really does go away this next time, this is the thing that I'm going to be like, oh,
Hey,
I wish it was still around. This makes me feel good about myself, no matter how terrible my batting average is. So good
This
on these
alone
people.
could be its own like genre, or it could be its own app. This app right here, where you just have one weirdo and then you just have two other weirdos join your thing, and you'll be like, all right, so I'm gonna like facilitate this real quick.
Yeah, it's unique to TikTok because of the way you can open it up to the chatters to just come on in. And no other, like we featured Nikki on Twitch, the goth dream, the goth dream nun girl last week. She broadcast to Twitch, but she has to go through TikTok to get the calls. So another format needs to rip off how they invite guests on through the chat, because this.
how old are you, Dangle?
28.
All right, perfect. I'm setting your camera access. Perfect.
I got. I'm in.
All right.
Yeah, set up the eyebrow view.
Hello.
Alrighty. Tell us a little bit about you, your name, age, and where you're from.
Oh man, that's a
My
bad
name is
camera
Daniel.
angle.
I'm
You're doing yourself
28
no
and
justice.
I'm in.
I've got to turn it down a little bit so we can hear our commentary and them. So something else. Sorry, I didn't hear that because I had the volume a bit too high. Something you'll notice is I've included some notable comments at the bottom here, including Taya, who just says no.
No, period. Just he puts his camera on and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" and just no.
Yeah, that's one of the chatters. They saw him. They saw her, and she is an attractive lady. Kind of looks like a southern twang, like the cutest girl in the small neighborhood. Don't go to Los Angeles. You won't be the cutest girl anymore. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is.
Minnesota.
All right, perfect. You guys can go ahead and start speed dating.
Minnesota.
Oh, we're glitchy.
Oh. You good?
I didn't hear anything. It glitched for me.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Orange.
Now I'm just imagining her. Nope, still nothing. I can't hear you.
Oh, that's such a dirty move. I don't know, man. You're glitching out. I can't hear you. Sorry, I can't even see you. Wow, this is awful.
I don't know if it's your phone or my phone. One of us is going to have to get off, and the next person, I guess I'll find out if it's my phone.
Introduce myself. My name is Daniel. I am 28 and I'm from Minnesota.
All right, perfect. You guys can go
Okay.
ahead and start speed dating.
So my name's Brittany. I'm 28 and I'm from Indiana. So
Okay.
Ooh, an Indiana girl.
Long distance going on.
St. Louis, Indiana? We know someone from St. Louis. Wait a minute. St. Louis is that Indiana? Am I totally off
No,
on my
it's Missouri.
geography? Motherfucker.
Couple states over.
God damn it. What's it? There's been some really hot alt girls from somewhere in fucking Indiana that are popping into my swipey apps. That I'm like, what the fuck is it with what are towns? There's like 3 towns anyone's ever heard of in Indiana. One of them apparently has a whole lot of nice goth girls waiting to swipe on you.
Matthew Hibner in the chat says the cringe is rising fast, and I couldn't agree more. Neither of them have any confidence, no game. They hit a speed bump and blew out one of their tires.
But she is nerdy pretty enough for guys like me to just overlook it. There has to be, because this is a smash. This is a match for me. Wings of Redemption. You called him. He's what was it? Yeah,
He's
it was
got
our buddy
2
Matthew
beards.
Hibner. Oh boy, he's got some Stavi. Like if Stavi wasn't completely bald. And I think I saw Stavi with a fixed tooth. I watched Tires. I didn't see Stavi's fucked up tooth. I think he fixed it.
What do you do for work?
So I am an RBT, which is a registered behavioral therapist. I work in
It's the behavioral therapist. That is
Uh-huh,
an odd
uh-huh.
voice she's got going on there. Thanks for
Is
reminding
it
me
bad that I
of
already tuned her out?
us guys would have done the same thing. Just look at the fact that she's prettier than everyone else here in this small town, and nothing else matters. Thank you for reminding me of the most popular Indiana town, Indiana Jones. I don't know why they don't say Jones, Indiana, like every other city in the United States, but just roll with it.
Ages of like 2 to 8.
I think she had her thumb on the mic there for a moment.
Yeah, she's like rubbing her phone or something. She's fucking up that mic.
Yeah, her phone is what she's rubbing.
Team.
Okay. That's awesome.
What do you do?
I work in an auto parts store, Advanced Auto.
It is Stavi. It is him. I saw you on Tires. I loved you. You remember me when we used to do the open mics back in Maryland? I don't think I had any particularly memorable bits at that time. It wasn't until Los Angeles. There's people that might remember me as the rant monologue guy in Los Angeles. I don't know if I was memorable enough. Oh, but Eric Woodworth did ask permission to use my wrestling and politics joke. And it's funny. He took it in a different direction. He always got to Kane, where I always wanted to get to... who was it? Speaking softly into the microphone and carrying a big stick. What historical reference was that? Was that FDR? That wasn't FDR, was it? Son of a bitch. I used to remember that historical reference. And see, that's why
That was out
his...
of my wheelhouse.
See, that's why his was much more of an audience pleaser, and I'm a better joke writer. Give it to the performer who knows what the audience wants, not me, who really makes myself giggle with Teddy, not FDR, Teddy Roosevelt. Thank you, Matthew Hibner. I was so close. I was thinking I was I was more outside than I actually was. Matthew Hibner on fire. I'm glad that you stumbled across our section of the internet, sir. She has nice skeletal features. I've never heard it put quite that way.
I like her bone.
So
Okay.
I
Her
sell
bone
car
structure.
parts.
Yeah, I've heard it put that way. I like your bones. Such a phenomenal bone structure. Skeletal features.
It's always fun.
Oh yeah, we get interesting people, that's for sure.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
I wish I was an
Chat
interesting
there
person.
says, make a wish, kid. That's brutal.
Oh, they were very brutal to this. I'm starting to think I need to go back from the very beginning of slow adult speed dating, and I'm doing it regular now. Of bringing up some of the more brutal chats that they have there.
I heard you had kiddos. How old are they?
Oh, kids.
So I have 4
I
of
heard you had
them,
kiddos.
and
Too
their
many.
ages are 3, 6,
Way too many.
7, and 8.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
She had basically 3 all right there that just out the chute. And was that last one a whoopsie? Or were you one of those like, it's not a baby anymore. I've had a baby in the house for years, and now I've only got a stupid toddler. I need. That's not her accent at all, but I find that one funnier. I need to hear her speak again to try to Anthony Cumia it.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are ones yet? Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any kids?
Yeah.
Only 4 from you.
I'm a stepdad of 4 children. Can they call me dad?
Little, I mean, like kind of smooth, little cringe, but kind of smooth.
You know who her voice kind of reminds me of is Jimmy's rival in South Park?
That kid from the Lake Titicaca. She has a sort of thing going like that one does. Let's see if she proves me right with her next words.
I do not. I want kids, but I'd be willing to not have kids as well. 4 is a lot to deal with.
Quite indecisive.
He's already checking out. He's like, four too much.
Yeah, but even him, even our buddy Jabba, the tire salesman here, is like, geez, fuck. Three sounds manageable. 4? Fucking 4? I don't know. I think I got quite used to masturbating. Four kids in a vagina? Nah, man.
Mimsy. Thank you.
Oh no, Mimsy was his stupid sidekick. Mimsy. He would yell Mimsy.
Oh yeah, it is a lot to deal with. I do.
See, that was totally him.
Yeah,
No,
she does have the throat voice.
There are a lot to deal with. I do love being their mother, though, and I'm so grateful that they chose to be my children.
She's got that and the twang going on, which is like a fatal combo. At least she doesn't have vocal fry going on.
This screenshot of her kind of looks like a horror movie cover.
I do
Looks like
have
somebody just
a
pushed
good
her.
relationship with their dad, so
Yeah, down the stairs. As we have another beloved chatter coming up from theirs. This is painful to watch.
it's not like I'm like a 24/7. So like there is times where like, you know, we would be able to have like our alone time or
Matthew Hibner, with that chicken tendies reference, Tony Michaels. He was only covered for a little while by WATP, but Tony Michaels and his chicken tendies drive in, drive out, drive through. You'll enjoy that from a chicken tendies lateral. I got distracted there. I didn't hear what they said for the last few seconds, so backing it up because I just got such a grin of like, am I introducing Tony Michaels? He's still around. He's just not like some people.
He doesn't do anything fun anymore.
Yeah,
he got self-aware and embarrassed, and he's like, "Oh crap."
24/7. So like there is times where like, you know, we would be able to have like our alone time or whatever.
For sure.
So that wouldn't be an issue at all. It's just I know that sometimes people that don't have kids, they want kids, and I cannot have any more kids. So
For sure.
The last one just punched the shit out of my vagina on its way out.
I can't or won't.
So is that a deal breaker for you, Daniel?
No, it's not.
No. Oh man, I would have lost my mind. It's luckily like it's been a while since I've edited a lot of these videos that I don't remember them as clearly as I did TikTok around the clock. I would have I might have woken up some neighbors here if he would have said I'm gonna pass right there. Woo.
He says, "I can neglect 3 extra children."
So are you wanting to like work at like a parts store as a overall thing, or is there like a bigger
Hell
goal?
yeah, that's
or a
my passion.
bigger
I love car
career
parts.
option that you're looking at?
I can see it as a career.
Yeah.
It's a good company to work at. I can see it as
It's a good career to work at. Is it a good career to stalk? Yeah, I need Duke Phillips for that one. That was a heck of a swing to no payoff whatsoever of a joke.
Where's the joke?
Sir, we're on the air. I know we're on the air, but where's the joke?
It wasn't present. It was not there.
as a lifelong career.
Okay. Do you like working there? Like, is it a good environment?
Yes, it is. Yeah, we're trying to weed out the bad. I came under bad circumstances.
Did he say he came under bad circumstances? What was it? Did it turn out to be a 14-year-old? Oh my goodness, we're not halfway done this. Strap in, folks. We got a lot more to go.
We're trying to weed out the bad. I came under bad circumstances. We're trying to fix things that aren't going well, and that means getting rid of the toxic environment that was present. And but it's very much improved. So yeah, the work environment's good.
Fascinating.
I think overall that's
You make
probably
fat
the most
stacks or
important
not?
part is finding, a good work environment.
So you got one of those vending machines that doesn't get caught. You fix that in the work environment little by little. No more apples in the vending machine, please. Got that taken care of.
Yeah, that just makes the vending machine stink.
These toxic work environments have
I
me.
actually haven't seen one of those in a long time. Those Apple vending machines used to be damn regular. They are not around anymore. Just like Yoo-Hoo's. Yoo-Hoo it used to be much more prevalent there at 7-Eleven, and all the energy drinks and Gatorade took their spot.
Bye. I don't care how much you're gonna pay me.
Yep.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, that's gonna be time. Brittany, right? Is
Yeah.
it Brittany? Okay, perfect. Brittany, do you have?
Brittany, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Do you have one important question for Daniel?
How much do
I like
you
the way he
weigh?
said Daniel. It sounds like he's saying dangle.
Oh, if it was Dangle, he would be out. Dangle would have his shorty short police cop shorts, and be after all the dudes. Terrible Reno 911 reference. I believe that I've made up for it of being entertaining for so many bombs in a row. I apologize, folks.
So, what does family mean to you?
Whoa.
Oh, it's like a
crawl-
word.
A crawl space.
Family means everything to me. I grew up close with my family. We are a very close family. I lived with my parents until I was 25.
Quick, name every one of your family members.
I have lived with my family members since I was 25.
Since
Where
you were
did you-
25 or like until you were 25?
I think he said since. We don't know where he and his parents were from the age of 0 to 24. But yeah, I
Right,
just
you were
backed it up.
separate?
I backed it up here since 25. Okay, now my brain is racing. So here's what I think. I believe that he moved out for college and then he moved right back in. That is
Yeah, rough.
what I believe. That's why I believe 25. Like that lines up perfectly for I got my 4-year. Now let's go home.
I lived with my parents until I was 25.
Since
Until.
I was 25. You heard until?
Yeah, the second time I heard until.
Okay.
My parents until I was 20.
Until you're right. That was an until I was 25. That might have just been wishful thinking to create a lolcow. Which, by the way, I think I got one. There's someone that I found from speed dating. We're gonna feature up next, and he's got some jokes for us. I hope that you guys enjoy them as much as I do. But we still got a lot to go on this speed date, believe it or not. We're about halfway done.
5. Then they moved away. Now I'm with my brother and his family.
Okay. And now we're back to where we were initially of him living not with his basically a lateral. You're now the siblings problem. He's kind of on his own, still kind of with bigger brother.
My parents abandoned me and made me live with my brother.
Family just means being there for each other no matter what.
Yeah.
Just be family. You're gonna fight every now and then, but family doesn't. In the end, you know you love each other.
Yeah, exactly. I love that.
Bro, it
answer.
sounds like he's
That
on
was a great answer.
Ambien.
All right. Daniel, do you have one important question?
I would not be surprised. Yeah, if I was that size, I'm already socially awkward enough here, looking like mostly like a normal-ish human being. Add that, yeah, I'm not going to bet you on that. I am taking the ambient side. I believe you're correct.
What, according to you, what are 3 healthy traits of a relationship?
Does anal.
I would say loyalty, honesty, and
And 6 inches at least.
integrity.
What, are you looking for fucking Kurt Angle or something? His intensity, integrity, and intelligence?
Sounds like she's looking for a shift leader.
You're right. That is. I want the guy. I want a key holder. That's really the man I want in my life, is someone who holds the keys.
I was looking for those answers.
I think a lot of people don't think about integrity.
Bro, did you
but I
really just
think
pop open a
in
can of
general, As a
soda?
person,
How could I go right over that? That was indeed a can of soda that just happened.
integrity.
Right after integrity. Holy cow. I was about to just let that slip right on by. I'm looking for a man with integrity. Let's get that sound effect once again. Why should I do an impression?
I would say loyalty, honesty, and integrity.
I was looking for those answers.
I think a lot of people don't think about integrity.
Hell yeah, skull to that one.
He was trying to do it slow, and it didn't do that. It did the same old pop that we usually get.
Integrity. But I think just in general, as a person, integrity is such an important thing to have because
I'm going to have to work on my boomer skills. Most of the time, I don't know how to zoom, Sam Bibley.
what would you do if no one's
I know it is much easier than I'm making it, but it's not right there.
is very,
I'll look
very
into that.
important.
100%.
100%.
What you do behind closed doors is important.
Exactly.
What? It's not your own business what you do behind
Hold on,
closed
you get-
doors. It's
What do
important.
you mean?
And integrity isn't a known trait nowadays, and it's unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate.
Alrighty, I got an important question for both of you. If you could go relive 1 year of your life and live it the exact same that it happened, what year would it be?
The best year of your life. This does
I don't
sound
know.
like
I guess for me it would be last year because last year was good.
yeah, you started doing the. You're becoming a deadhead with Who Are These Podcasts, going to every city now. You found your new passion of visiting the country along with Mr. Hamburger and company.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. That's really gotten me out of the house, and I'm gonna go to Vegas for the first time, take a flight for the first time, just to go watch a bunch of idiot podcasters. So yeah, you're right. That is kind of my passion.
Good luck. I love Vegas. Fremont Street is incredible people watching. I think that's where it's near. Like they said, they're in downtown Las Vegas, right?
Yeah, I think it's on Fremont.
Yes, they're right. They're on Fremont. Fremont is people watching capital like of the world. Possibly, it is up there. I saw a hooker get a John, and then she had a hotel just down the street. and he was all awkward, just kind of standing next to her. The way she's like, "Hold my hand, put your arm around me," and yep, she had a room ready to go just around the corner. That me and my buddy who were observing completely different than stalking. A few times we had to just stop and be like, "All right, we're having a conversation now." Just standing still so we don't get too close to this whore and her John.
You know, I've never interacted with whores and prostitutes, but I feel like that's actually a really smart business decision. I have my own place in my own room already ready. We don't even have to do anything. There's no checking in, no paying. Just hand me the money. We can go to the room, and this is the payoff part of the room. I just got to score 3 people tonight, and it pays for the room plus profit.
Well, the way I punched my hooker card for the very first time, well, actually the very second time, the first time, too long a story. That was also in Vegas, same week, because it was open. We've already opened that can of worms. Let's eat some more worms. The second time that I got a lady of the night, I just came down to the lobby of the Hooters Hotel, had a nooner beer, and just looked like a rube. And she found me, and I didn't need to leave the Hooters Hotel. Whee!
Nice.
The exact same.
Right, like that's a hard one.
I don't know. Going back to high school, I'd change a couple things.
He said no. He didn't say change. He said live it again, like you're watching a cutscene for a year.
Okay, I thought he said.
No, live it the exact same way. What year would you live again?
Same.
Right, like that's a hard one.
I don't know. Going back to high school, I'd change a couple things.
Yeah, going back to high school, I'd change a couple things. So maybe not high school, he's saying. He's thinking about it, but I'd change a couple things. So maybe not high school. 2016 for me. Or was that 17? Let's see. 2018 year without. Yeah, 17. That's a big difference. That's a big fucking difference. Fuck. Actually, they were both good, but big difference. I want to overlap with the kinky nanny time, and I would be just outside of that going the year before. God damn, I am too much of a perv. I need to go to a comedy class and brush up on some PG humor, so I can get away from the tits and the labia.
Oh, I got a good one for you. You ever hear this one? Hey, why'd the chicken cross the road?
I've heard why the rooster crossed the road. I'm not exactly sure why the chicken crossed the road. Why?
Get to the other side. You know.
Oh,
real funny.
So, have you heard why the rooster crossed the road?
Probably. Go ahead though.
To fuck the chicken.
Get a good cock.
That is the cock of the walk. And it's soon going to be the cock of the... I need Duke Phillips again. Take it away, guys. I just had another bomb of a joke.
You do.
Yeah.
It was a bigger bomb.
Thing,
notice
you
your
go
impact.
back and not change at all.
Nothing. Relive it.
Time's up. Next
I would
question.
say
This is just match or pass that he's answering now, right? He's putting a lot of thought into this. Oh, and her face, kind of like not quite a sourpuss, but like off to the side. It would be really great if you said pass. That would be fantastic. Please be the one to say pass first. That would be wonderful.
What are those little coins
it's
they're
gonna sound
getting?
messed up, but bear with me.
What kind of what?
What are the little coins they're getting? Because she started out with like 50 and he started out with 0, and now she has 111. He only has 14, so he's losing in coin gainage, whatever that means.
I actually haven't looked into that. That might be gifts that they're getting. Good question. If that equates to gifts they're getting, no, those are blue coins. Those aren't yellow coins. Okay, gonna have to look more into that. That's my working theory, is that they're getting gifts, and that's counting how much they're getting. So that's the best I got right now.
Me.
Gifts, of course, being the TikTok version of super chats, rumble rants, so on and so forth.
I would say my year my grandmother passed away. It changed something
So I can watch her die
fundamentally in
again.
my father.
She was a bitch. I was so happy the year she died.
In like a good way?
In a good way.
Exactly,
yeah.
right?
I know.
Yeah, because this is what you want to relive. What was the question? You want to relive? So it was good that she's dead and forever changed your father. Yeah, she used to touch him inappropriately as a child. He finally got past it when she passed.
So it was a good time for my dad.
Never heard him apologize in my life. He was very mean, but he wasn't abusive. But he was very mean, very angry.
Hey man, I'm gonna just say you're like a boner killer. You're
but
real negative.
something changed in him.
She might have. Yeah, the vag is not getting any wetter with this story.
And he apologized to all us kids. I have three other siblings, and I never heard my father apologize to anyone.
Okay.
Sounds like your
I
dad
can
was a
understand.
Chad.
I could see where you would, not change that because ultimately it helped him.
Dad unalived the
What
grandma.
about you, Bro?
Chat's on fire. We got a Ted Striker here. Red flag, red flag, red flag. After that grandma
No kidding,
story.
right?
Well, that's a hard one for me because I've pretty much lived 28 years of trauma. So I've been stuck in fight or flight mode for like.
So I wouldn't relive any year that's happened yet. Basically,
I thought this was speed dating, not speed therapy.
he thought he was asking such a fun, cute question. It sounded like a dating show, like Kevin Eubanks, Bob Eubanks. One of those Eubanks was the host of the show. All right, what year would you relive? And it turned into a giant trauma dump for both of them. Good Lord. Actually, looks like they're about to connect. We've had 8 minutes of awkwardness. We are two people who have been beaten by our grandparents. We should go out.
Years now. And so it's like that's really hard. But if I'd have to say, I'd probably take it down kind of the same path he did, where it would be the year that I attempted to take my life, and mostly.
Fuck yeah, I want to kill myself again.
And this time I would have the dosage right.
Just to get out of this speed dating.
There would be no hesitation scars. There would be no hesitation wounds. Only wounds.
Because I was saved by.
Damn it! I did not set my phone up. Are we still on YouTube, guys? I know those jokes are a bit much for them.
God, and it opened my eyes about how lucky I am to be alive, and it grew me closer to God and made me understand that the reason why I went through a lot of things that I did is because I.
Oh God, pass. I said that with a weird inflection. If I were him, oh, you're into God? Pass.
Yeah, sorry. That one's a little hard.
I was in with the 4 kids. I was in with the time you almost didn't hit continue on life. Oh my goodness. Thank you, James Rolfe, for bringing me that wording. I hit continue on life. Oh, that was a fun one. That book wasn't fun. If you would like to see me fall down the well of, I get more angry every week. It's like oh boy, that hurt. I can't wait to do choreography at some point with Spurg Snake. But I need several months break. I need to get my mental health to a place where I can take that on. Because, oh, wow, that almost took me away from streaming forever. I don't want to be here anymore. Well, I did get that on the board. I didn't put the yeah on the board. That was a fun one. His sarcastic yeah. It's just so funny and baffling that he thought that was a good idea to tell the people who he lost at some point. Yeah.
Meow.
Meow.
Chose what I wanted, my flesh body wanted, and not what I knew that he was trying to tell me that I needed for my life. So I would say that year, even though it was a rough year, it definitely opened my eyes. So
After my eyes closed for a long time, then they hit me with the adrenaline shot and my eyes were open. I really miss a good old-fashioned self-bad behavior joke. Trying to talk like a kindergartner to say how much I love these. I think I've mentioned this before. A way I enjoy to insult someone is to tell them to wake up like Avicii. If you remember that pop song, "Wake Me Up in Italo," and I think it's two cellos. They have a really fun cover of Avicii's "Wake Me Up." So it's like, he's just making a pop culture reference. But Avicii did not hit continue on life. He took the self-ending. So when I tell you to wake up like Avicii, I'm really saying to end yourself. Yeah.
I like cute terms for telling people to die.
And it's a thinker. It's obvious that the solution is just you're quoting a pop song. No, I'm quoting the pop song singer's demise.
All things work together for good to those who are called according to his purpose.
Say that again.
I was quoting Romans 8:28.
Oh, gotcha. Absolutely. I just want to
Try moving your jaw when you
tell
talk,
both
bro.
of you that
No, I'm good. That actually does remind me of someone who I used to know who worked at an auto parts store who used to talk like this. It was actually a character thing I was doing when I was in community college because it was at the top of my mind. So I wonder if this guy works with that guy who absolutely doesn't move his jaw at all, even more than he does. I forgot about that.
It was a good impression.
Because you had a weird talking. Like, as I'm going through it, it's kind of similar to Bill Murray and Caddyshack. I'm not attempting to do Bill Murray and Caddyshack when I do that. It's just kind of how it sounds when I make absolutely minimal effort to move my jaw.
if no one's told you today, I'm very proud of both of you. Y'all have a lot of purpose, a lot of words. Yeah, don't keep fighting or don't stop fighting and keep pushing on.
Don't keep fighting. Please kill yourselves after this.
That was a slip of the tongue that you picked up on. Don't fight the good fight. Put your sword down and walk into the light.
For both of you, if you guys need, we have therapists and counselors in our Discord.
At this point, it turned into talking about his Discord
So
and all the help they could get there. I thought that went on
Daniel,
longer.
wake up, guy.
Oh, I know why that didn't go on longer, because that was the maximum amount of fast forwarding that I could do on iMovie. That's why it went so quick.
Brittany, is it going to be a match or a respectful pass?
I'm going to say a respectful pass just because it's just not my type.
The little nod he did to be like,
Yeah, that checks out.
That's just because it's just not my type.
Yeah.
oh man,
I've heard that
he looks
before.
he looks like he's on the verge of tears right here. He actually did think they had something going. They were talking about self-harm there for a while. That fast forward section that lasted a couple sections lasted a fucking while. So he did get that Pekka a bit hard, it being like, oh my God, we are both self-harmers who need someone in our life. Poor kids, but she's so hot with that skeleton face. I want to make a calcium deposit.
But you are a very
You don't
sweet
mind?
woman. Thank you for talking with me tonight.
No, anytime. No worries.
Hey, Dango, if you don't mind, get back in the queue for me, all right?
Okay.
Well, appreciate it.
Ooh. Before they go down, Nimrob asking, of the two of them, whose glasses fit more oddly?
Daniel.
I'm going with him. Hers look fine compared to his. Going
Hers are kind of cute.
It's going for a bit of a style there of having them. That seems like it might be on purpose. Her odd glasses, where his it's almost looks like. How do they not have tape in the middle? Like, as awkward as they look like they should have tape in the middle, but somehow that's missing. Maybe he super glued them together, but yeah, something's a bit off about that. Oh no, they're wearing each other's glasses. What a cute couple thing. But she still passed on him, and they're doing cute couple things. Like they're not cutting themselves; they're cutting each other now.
My shirt's out. Oh, should I pull on and fix myself?
I don't know why I kept those few extra seconds. That was our awkward speed date. We've got more coming up from the awkward speed dating, the slow adult speed dating, and I want to introduce you now to a man. We haven't seen him yet. It's on the pile of slow adult speed dating segments. J Devil. I am a fan of J Devil. J Devil has some jokes. That's what his username is on TikTok. J and then the devil emoji. So I cut up a few of these for the next month. He is going to tell us some jokes on every episode of what show am I running here? Live from somewhere.
So is he the host of it?
What's that?
Is he the host of the speed dating?
No, J Devil doesn't host a speed dating. J Devil was a awkward speed dater. So we will check
like
him
a
out.
contestant.
Yeah, he was one of the male contestant, and it's on the pile. We will see him coming up soon. So I guess we're building up, seeing some jokes to see how he does on the speed dating circus one of these days soon. Without further ado, some jokes from J Devil.
How do you get a new dishwasher? File for divorce. What do you call an anorexic girl with a yeast infection?
So this one I had to listen to several times over to try to figure out what the fuck he's talking about. What type of girl did you catch that? I'll give it to you because it took me.
What do you call a girl that has a yeast infection? An anorexic girl.
He said an inter-exit girl. What do you call an inter-exit girl? So he's saying, what do you call a hooker? With a, but he's
not saying anorexic.
An inter-exit girl. Maybe he is saying anorexic, and I misread it. I think he's talking about a hooker here. What do you call an inter-exit girl? Oh, I remember the punchline. Yes, he's definitely saying an inter-exit girl. He's trying to tell a hooker joke and keep it family friendly by giving her the old in out, by giving her the inter-exit. An inter-exit girl. That's a new one. A J Devil original one. A hooker is an inter-exit girl.
Oh, for divorce. What do you call an anorexic girl with a yeast infection? A quarter pounder with cheese.
Oh nope, you're right. It is anorexic.
That's gross.
I'm just foolish for some reason. I guess I want to make that a thing. I want to make. I love that we have to say
enter exit girl. That's it's a kind of classy. You have to think about it.
Yeah, it was indeed anorexic, and he heard it right. For some reason, when I was cutting this together, I heard inter-exit girl one time, and it was just in my mind. That's what he said. I've got to launch a T-shirt shop and get inter-exit girl on there. Stupid fucking taxes. The form that YouTube sends you, goddamn the TurboTax charges you the maximum amount. I can't just have the minimum. I might as well just go and get a business license and get a business account for as much extra as the fucking TurboTax was just for that one goddamn form from YouTube. Fuck you for putting it on that form, YouTube. You used to give out like a 1099, or it was one of those non-employee forms, but the one they give out now, I believe that Google owns an interest in TurboTax, so that they were able to nickel and dime us to get us both fucking ways. You see, I'm unreasonably frustrated about that. I had to pay $7 to the state because that's
that's that $7, but that's my $7. Give me that fucking money back.
Yeah, and it was the money I was still getting back federally. It worked out to nothing because of the extra $150, whatever the fuck I had to pay to TurboTax. Okay, rant done for now. I'll rant on that later. I need to get a business license and sell some T-shirts because fuck that. I'm done. I'm done bitching about that form. I bitched about it enough, and I just popped the mic a little bit.
Do you hear about the guy who dipped his testicles in glitter? Pretty nuts.
No, he's starting to do the thing where he's not leaving his bottom lip. His bottom jaw is just not moving. And I'm having difficulty understanding this joke about the man with glitter on his nuts being pretty nuts.
Hilarious.
What does a receptionist at a sperm bank say when you're leaving? Thanks for coming. What does a
That's good. That's good.
I should have put a rim shot. That's the best one so far.
That's a good
He's
one.
reading like this is the new Jackie the Joke Man Martling. There are a lot of Stern fans in the audience, and he doesn't yet have the stage presence.
Yeah, he doesn't have the delivery for them.
So hopefully he'll work that out. What do you call an anorexic girl? I can't do it. I can't do my Jackie impression
The
right
spirit's
now.
there.
between a fat chick?
Matthew Hibner is calling it Navy jokes from 1975. To me, he's reading straight from the pages of truly tasteless joke books, especially when he gets on a theme. Because he'll do many in a row, like on women, many in a row on, actually, he's going to hit a favorite coming up here of the truly tasteless joke books. It's coming up soon.
On a moped. They're both really fun to ride until your friends find out.
I definitely remember that one. I cut off his beginning there and didn't go back, but it's you're fat girl on your moped. Fun to ride unless someone sees you. You need Jackie Martling. What's it? All right, you got a moped and you got a fat girl. What do they got in common? Nope, my Jackie's still off. I should just not do impressions, is what I should do.
How did Helen Keller burn this out of her face? She answered the iron. Why did Helen Keller's dog run away? You would too if your name was Why can't Helen Keller drive?
I did not know Helen Keller was a real person for the longest time. I discovered she existed through the truly tasteless joke books. And I was like, oh, this is like a fictional character that someone wrote about, right? No, real lady with a whole miracle worker inspirational story and such behind her. And here
Allegedly.
Actually, I don't think I ever showed why you don't ever hear about the second half of Helen Keller's life. Like she got super left wing or something. I have to look into that. Whatever it was, like people telling the Helen Keller story don't want to tell you she had these views later in life as she got more popular and expressed herself more.
'Cause she's a woman. What's Helen Keller's son's name?
Oh, come on.
It's the same as the dog joke.
It can't be both her dog and her son's name. You must have gotten that out of two different volumes of truly tasteless jokes. Because, once you get up to volume 13 of truly tasteless jokes, sure, recycle them like that. But here, so close to each other, J Devil.
It's sad. I'm a good person. I don't deserve the hate. And it just follows me everywhere.
Oh, this is how I am going to end every one of his videos. In every one of his jokes, compilations I have so far, I have put this at the end. He has a message for his haters.
It's sad. I'm a good person. I don't deserve the hate. And it just follows me everywhere. All because I'm an atheist. And don't work at the moment. So fucking
Don't work
what?
then.
Get over your miserable life and stop hating on someone that doesn't even do anything to you, that didn't even do anything to you. Just leave me alone, haters. Like, I'm tired of your shit.
You heard him, haters. He made it clear
missed
to
the
leave him
punchline
alone. And now you're going to leave him alone. It did remind me of the famous Billy Crystal being questioned by Stuttering John. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Why me? Actually, you may not have heard that audio. That hasn't been around in our neck of the woods for a while. The good years of Stuttering John. So yeah, we're definitely not going to get to Nikki tonight. Nikki, the dream goth nun girl lady hotness with her call-in show, she'll be on next week. I still have a couple J Devil videos I could go with or not go with. I'll save those. I'll save those. We'll have J Devil as a regular on the show. I like him. He's he belongs on the King Nobody tour. We've featured King Nobody a few times, and this guy is of a similar comedic level as our buddy. I think he's the opener though, since he's just got the old jokes. King Nobody is still our headliner.
Yeah, this guy's definitely got to work on his delivery. I think that's his main problem.
And the fact that he doesn't write jokes is also a problem. So yeah, you got two strikes here. Hopefully you'll be able to figure that out. What do I want to take us out with before we go to YouTube? I can do one of these videos. A TikTok compilation. Let's get out of here with a little bit of madness or yep. Let's go with that one. Let me not second guess myself and waste any more time by just being like this or that.
Ooh, this
or
guy's
the other
got
thing.
drip.
And we've got some colors in the chat. Our friend Doopa Doopa Doo showing up and dropping a tenner. Dillon, Annie, and Spurg Snake, thank you so much for the $10. Spurg will be joining, I'm not sure, next week or the week after, but coming up soon. We'll definitely have Spurg in the regular rotation still here. So thanks so much. We got Annie here tonight. If you haven't checked Annie out over on WATP, she's on every Wednesday. And What's This Game coming up soon? Yeah, let's do the plug segment now. And watch one more video and then head over to Rumble. What's coming up soon on What Is This Game?
Gummy Chainsaw bought me a game called Citizen Sleeper because the second one recently came out. So I'm going to try to get in with Gummy Chainsaw and schedule a time to review that game after I play it. And the other big one is Red Dead 2, which I'm going to schedule an episode with Husey. He is a big fan of that game and has been wanting me to do it since he first reached out to me to be on my show.
I definitely lost some relationships due to my obsession with Red Dead 2. I fucking loved Red Dead 2. I had a buddy who roped up a townsperson, brought him out to the middle of the swamp, and was trying to get the gator to eat him. And the gator leaped over the hogtied person to kill our protagonist right there.
I can tell that's a game I'm going to have a lot of fun. So if you want to check that out, you can go to insanity.com. I got a website. You can check out everything I'm working on and all my highlighted stuff in the past.
You haven't seen it yet? You haven't played Red Dead 2 yet?
No.
Oh my goodness.
I haven't played the first one either.
Red Dead 2 is Well, it's a Rockstar game. They have the humongous open world. You could spend so much time on this. You could waste research so much time before you do this. There is a lot of shit going on in Red Dead 2. And oh yes, I do believe I mentioned that when it happened earlier. But just to do a little recap, we had a gifted membership from Nimrob and a tenor from Dupa Dupa Doo. Thank you, folks, for financially supporting super chats, tips, and memberships. Membership show members only. I'll get it one of these times. Exclusive show tomorrow morning. TikTok around the clock. Deleted scenes. So some more madness that a lot of other people aren't reporting on, because who the fuck else is finding this? It's me. Me is finding this. Oh yeah, I was going to drop the thank you for the super chat jingle.
Thanks for the super chat, super chat, super chat.
So one more video, and then we're going to go over to Rumble. You can join us over on Rumble. Dillon from somewhere over on Rumble as well. And we're going to check out an episode of The Norm Show, because I was just reminded it existed. So I want to check it out. And I know a lot of people love Norm. Annie O'Ryan, she's getting her Norm education. Hey, this is one I recommend diving deep into. But before Norm, we've got a homeless man.
Send me a message, and I will send you an address or a P.O. box so you can send stuff. If you want to donate, I have a PayPal.
He is smart enough to not just have his P.O. box out there. He's aware. Just giving it to everybody. He might be aware of Perry Caravello. He might have seen what happens to Perry and been like, no, this isn't public. They have to at least go through a single hoop to send me shit.
That's a chill cat.
Yeah, that cat is full-on parrot. Nimrob already got there. A parrot-cat hybrid sitting there on his shoulder.
$sign Mr. Freckles, but the L is a 1. You know, that's the best way to help if we really want to help. Because we don't have any other way. FEMA's not helping us. FEMA just left. And they say Trump's on his way, but I mean, where is he on his way to? Probably LA, where the rich people need it.
This is turning a little sad. We were looking to poke fun at you, sir. Please don't tell us the full story of how you got here. You were supposed to be a giant piece of shit your entire life, not have it taken away by a storm tragedy. Son of a bitch. Well, that's where we are.
Nobody cares about us hillbillies in North Carolina.
I like how he's just doing the shuffle, walking back and forth, getting his steps in.
Little music.
Singing, oh Lordy me, oh Lordy my, run down to God knows where. Well, if you say so, railroad no more. Pack up my bags and go home.
Don't pack up your bags yet. We're about to watch Norm. You're going to miss Norm Macdonald from 1999.
My train does me right. Be coming home tonight. 900 miles from my home. Oh, I like to hear that lonesome whistle blow.
That was cool, shaking the banjo at the end to make that like warble.
He's not bad. I've featured him at least once. He does an all right job. And believe it or not, He's like Bill Burr. He likes the ladies of the dark complexion. I think I'm mentioning that because the last time he was on the show, someone made a joke of him being quite racist, but nope, just looks like a racist. He really enjoys all the flavors of the vagina.
My summer home. Oh, I like to hear that lonesome whistle blow.
These are so weird to me, where it's just like a group of people hanging out, like, give us money, give us money, give us money.
I enjoy the different variants of it. We've got a flash mob that will happen if you give us a gift large enough. There, that gift bought you, what was that, 10 seconds of dancing? If you would like 20 seconds of dancing, give us a bigger gift.
It's a weird economy.
Hi, my name's Brennan.
Bonus awkward speed dating segment. And I never told my story. So I guess that's what we're going to go out on, because I never told my speed dating story that I promised I was going to tell. Or my first date story, rather.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
So, how old are you?
30,
Okay. Where are you from?
Illinois. Bye.
A lot from that section of the country here in this speed dating. A lot of Illinois, Indiana, in that general area, Minnesota.
We don't have anything else going on.
Like on the border.
Okay.
And also, me too. You went a little too far, and now you made us all us men weary of just telling a woman she looks attractive. It was a good idea that you took too far, like everything that everyone has. It started out like, yep, this is something we really need to pay attention to. If you tell a woman she looks attractive, we're going to get a warrant for your arrest.
Yeah.
What do you like to do for fun?
Billiards or pool? Because I'm in a pool league.
I think I had that down a bit too low. Hopefully you were able to hear that. Bringing it back up.
Suck at playing pool.
I could teach you.
Okay.
She doesn't want him to teach her.
No.
All right. If you could go anywhere in the world, where are you going?
Your butt. Were you going to go sexual, or are you going something else?
I was going to her house, and then we'll figure it out.
All right. You are open for any of the orifices. I am going to the naughty one that, if you haven't prepared, is going to be a traumatic experience for you.
Somewhere warm, obviously.
Like where?
Yeah, maybe Florida or Texas. Or maybe the Bahamas.
Okay.
How about you?
Probably Australia.
Yeah, maybe there too. That seems fun.
I believe this is officially a slow adult speed dating segment. That last little, yeah, that's good too. He's been odd this entire time, but now that yeah, Australia's good too. Let me know you're not getting into Mensa.
Maybe there too. That seems fun.
Yeah. All right. You're stuck in traffic, windows down. What song are you blasting?
Something country.
I was going to go with a Rickroll. Not overly funny, but I am fucking with people. But he hasn't obviously answered.
Traffic, windows down. What song are you blasting?
Something country, obviously.
Obviously.
Is that your favorite artist?
Well, John Langston's my favorite artist.
Why is he talking up at the ceiling?
Like I ain't country.
Every time he's looking for the words, and like once he finds them, he's got to keep reading them. Like the cue cards appear in front of him. He's kind of like the people that can smell colors. Something is wrong, switched in his sentences, and he's got a teleprompter that he's got to look up at when he thinks of new words to say.
Yeah.
What about you?
Or that's where the blood spatters are on the ceiling. Thank you, Nimrod.
Who my favorite artist is?
Yeah.
Cody Johnson.
Okay.
Oh man, the way they're talking reminds me of a classic porno blooper, and I'm trying to figure out a way to show it on Rumble, and I don't think I can. Over on eFucked, what is my favorite genre of music? I haven't thought about that blooper in forever, and I want to bring it here to the show, but even on Rumble, I don't think I can bring it because the fucking going on while she's yelling at him, "What is my favorite genre of music?" just completely adds to it. That might be. Can we do that on Patreon? Do I have to go get a Pornhub channel so I can do a react to porno bloopers that
That's a good
eFuck
question.
has? I would like to comment on the what is my favorite genre of music porn blooper. We'll get together. We'll watch eFuck together. Maybe off air one day. It's fantastic.
Or maybe a Johnny Cash song.
All right.
Why is the host saying words but they're
What's
muted?
your favorite food?
You're right. He does have himself muted. I guess he's just pantomiming. He's trying not to interfere with the date going on here. Because we do have our buddy with dreads, who when he's host, he will fucking barge right in. Oh, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the. So maybe Sammy is just doing a thank you silently instead of our buddy with the dreads. Oh, thank you, people. Breaking up the flow.
Definitely pasta.
Okay. I like steak.
I'm gonna get so much shit for this, but I do not like steak.
All right.
All right, guys.
All right. You're wrong. You did not get shit for that. That's fine.
Let's go ahead and call this time. Risa, do you have one important question for him?
I do not.
Okay, how about you, Firebird? Do you have one for her?
There's no
One
way
important
people
question?
actually go on dates after these, even if they match, right?
There are very few times that I've seen people match in the same geographic area, and I haven't seen a follow-up. I've seen it happen a couple of times where they are nearby. It's funny that when they're nearby and they still say no. That one gives me a giggle. I'm like, oh, it was Baltimore, too. It was somewhere, Reisterstown in Baltimore, and he's like, oh, you guys are like neighbors. No, Reisterstown in Baltimore. Oh, she was a mess. I'm doing quite the impression, trying to get that imbecile. I do have to put up a compilation of these. This is, I guess, where I need to hang my hat to maybe get a few more viewers. I'm the speed dating guy, as I think it was our buddy Matthew said earlier. Mr. Beast might steal this away. I need to make it my thing.
You want kids one day?
I do eventually.
Okay, Risa, would you like
Well,
to
be there in
match
20 minutes.
or respectfully pass?
I'm gonna have to respectfully pass.
All right, no worries. Firebird, much love. All right, man. Get back to you. All right.
You like the Cougars, huh?
So at a radio station on this one, you'll be able to hear what he said at the end here. I'm not sure if you can pick it up too well here. He's trying to mess with her.
Hey, yeah, I'm not trying to get fired right now by you.
Yeah, it's just a mumble now. She'll replay it in a second.
You're gonna get me fired, homeboy. I'm cropping that part out because I would get fired if I put that on the radio. But I'll keep the rest of it. All right, bye, Jacob. Thanks for calling in.
Bye.
Bye. How old?
I'm 20 years old.
Okay, so as a
All right, the oldest girl I date, probably 24. The youngest, probably like 12.
Wow.
That's what she's saying. She had to cut out. I would date a 12-year-old, says the caller.
What the hell?
He's trying to get a reaction out of her, and she's just going to edit it out. I already took a call. I need to get a call in for this bumper. I'm not taking another one. I'm just taking out you repeatedly saying you like children. Because you said it once. I'm pretty sure we're going to get it a couple more times.
Oh, okay, that's a case right there, by the way. But 24, so you like the Cougars, huh?
What'd you say?
You like the Cougars, huh?
Yeah, I like the Cougars, but like 12 is really where it's at.
Hey.
It's like a phony phone call. He's just sticking on that. He's going to say it over and over again as long as she keeps him on the line.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get fired right now by you. Like the Cougars, huh?
Delete.
That's what I do if someone's gonna get me in trouble. Yeah. All right. Someone else call up. We need another caller.
Oh, I blame past me for not getting in on calling this person. I haven't seen her since then either. Bianca Kaji. Well, I have to look her up. And we're about to go to Rumble. But first, I am going to regale you with the story I promised of a terrible first date I had. Because I was starting to go down that road of talking about the terrible experiences I've had on the swipey apps. So when trying to find some place to go, she likes pool, she likes dive bars. So I suggested one nearby that I'm aware of. She's never heard of it and lived in this town a while. So I'm surprised there. Well, where do you want to go? And she mentions a place. Actually, she doesn't go to this part of the town. I feel like that's a detail I shouldn't skip by because her tags are expired, or she just plain doesn't have tags for her car. And
That is so relatable.
Outside this certain zone, she feels unsafe. I was on dead tags for a good 6 months when I finally brought them over to this state's tags. Oh, they were so fucking dead.
I get what she means though. Like you have like a safe radius where like if you get pulled over by a cop, you're like, I'm like 2 minutes from home. Just let me go home. I'll fix it tomorrow. You know the cops enough that you can maybe talk your way out of it. But after you get out like 10 miles out of town, it's like, what are you doing out here? It's like, breaking the law, I guess.
Yeah, this side of town she doesn't come on. So she suggested her favorite bar, and I noticed after the fact that it's a pun of a dive bar name. So just very much upfront. We're a dive. We got cheap drinks. We got pool tables, and I forget if she mentioned this beforehand. That her friends are going to be there. And to me, that's always a terrible idea. I want to come and meet you and establish our dynamic. And I'm having a hard time remembering if she mentioned that or if it was sprung on me that I'm going to be playing pool with my friends. I think it was just like, oh, she'll play pool. I'll get there. So I get there and she's in socks. At this dive bar. No, she's barefooted. So that's her style. At some point, she finishes up her game, and she doesn't look like the pictures on her swipey app. That's a big thing to me. I mentioned that I think the very last show that fat girls I will date. Showing up and seeing a fat girl when all these pictures are not a fat girl. You're lying to me. I'm out of here.
It's misleading, yeah.
So yeah, this lady had her best pictures, the best she possibly looks, the way she looks like twice a year. She had those pictures up. So I'm like, and just very much involved with her friends and doesn't introduce me to anybody. I just show up like awkward. Oh, that's you. And I'm waiting. She finishes her game and then she starts another one. And then after that game, she plays 2 games at once. I'm there for almost an hour. I marked it at 50 minutes. I had my beer. I'm a sipper. So I'm texting with my buddy at this point, like, fucking dude, she's not even paying attention to me. And I'm like, I should just go, right?
Yeah,
like, I've been here.
Yeah.
Dates last
if you
an hour.
Me that I would have just like, you need to just leave. Yeah, just leave. Like, I think I would have waited 40 minutes before I got pissed, and then I would have waited a total of 10 more minutes, and I'm like, I'm gone. It's fine. It's fine. I'm out.
I waited until I finished my beer, and then when it was time to get another one, as I figured, like, dates last an hour. It's not uncommon for that to be it. 60 minutes and we're going. It's a bit on the short side, but making me wait for an hour? Who the fuck are you, Opie? Opie Hughes, and I'm Bill Burr, just sitting in the waiting room. Ah, boy, it's nice you invited me here to sit in the waiting room, instead of doing what we came here to do, of getting to know each other. So, Irish goodbye. I have never just left. And I don't know how long it took her to notice, but once I got home, it did take, I think, about 30 minutes for her to unmatch with me on the Tinder app. So that was an Irish goodbye, never done before, and that's the first time it entered my mind. Like, this would be appropriate. I'm showing her the same amount of respect. She invited me out, and then just, they're doing karaoke over there. If you want to do karaoke, well, I'd like to go home.
The thing that, like, to me would have been irritating from the beginning was, she's like, so where do you want to go? And then you give her a location. She's like, no. It's like, then don't ask me. Don't ask me to make a choice. If I'm going to make a choice, present you with the choice, and then you'd be like, no.
The last time,
I'll just ask you what you want. Then I'll just whatever. Like,
the last time that I accepted a date of a fool that said just come and hang out with me and my friends, also a disaster. It was actually so close to not being a disaster. And then she was a drunken mess at the end of the night, and made such an ass out of her and me that I was like, oh, and you did that in front of all of your friends who I've enjoyed and actually got along with at this point. Now, if I'm going to see them again, this just you left us on this wildly embarrassing moment. Thanks. Yeah, I guess I'm not any of your friends. It kind of looked like it was going that way. I needed some friends in this new town. Damn.
Yeah, that sucks too, because like you said, then your only choice after that is just to be like, remember when we met? Oh.
So, we're gonna get in a few more funsies over on Rumble exclusive. Well, I guess Rumble and Twitch. Every time I say Rumble exclusively, anyone over there on Twitch? Sometimes our buddy Matthew's over there on Twitch with his, World of Sarah channel. I got to remember to plug all of our beloved chatters if I get the chance. But we're going to go over there to Rumble. We're going to watch an episode of Norm Macdonald's sitcom, and we're going to call it a night. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, with a bonus episode, TikTok around the clock, deleted scenes, including my favorite opening I've ever made with the Burping Ladies. I need to do a whole series of song remixes with the Burping Ladies because I miss them being in my week once a week all the time. Anything else we got in our plugs? Like, subscribe, YouTube Insanity for Annie. Yeah, I think that's the sign off time for YouTube. Thank you all for joining. A little more over on Rumble. Join us over there. Feel free. It's free.
The blue goes there on the sea, inked in the wall with shades of green. Laughing loud, causing sweet destruction, building walls of knowledge. People whispers in his ear, guided through with the fear. Hey, feeling, it's a thrill. Nice and dance, just take it still. Find your life. just let it go. Life is short, so feel the night. Jump aboard this crazy ride.
And we